Hey everyone, it's Jaeyoung here, and welcome to the Overwatch patch 1.47 experimental mode overview. It's kind of been a while since I've done one of these patch videos, and I've honestly kind of missed it. For the reason why I've kind of fallen off covering patches, stick around till the end of the video. Anyway, let's get to it. Ana's sleep dart duration has been lowered from 6 to 5 seconds. Now, 5 seconds is still a very long time in Overwatch, and for most situations, I don't think this change is a huge deal. However, it is still a 20% reduction and every little bit counts. For example, previously Sleep Dart would nullify most of the duration of Genji's Dragon Blade, leaving him with about one swing once he wakes up. However, the additional 1 second now means he gets 2 swings when he wakes up, which is obviously quite a significant shift in his damage breakpoint against squishies. This of course brings to mind how less effective Sleep Dart now is against heroes with certain types of transformation abilities. But like I said, in most circumstances, this probably just means one less second for Ana to either, get away from a sleeping enemy or calling in her team onto them. Still plenty of time to teabag though. Brigitte's Shield Bash stun duration has been lowered from 0.75 to 0.65 seconds. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not even sure why this change was added to the experimental mode because it is such a negligible amount for Brigitte's overall kit that it doesn't really matter. The ability is used nowadays as a quick mini stun to cancel channeled abilities such as Reaper's Death Blossom, and nothing's gonna change about it. There's really not much to be said about it, but let's move on to a bigger change. Mei's Endothermic Blaster's freeze duration has been lowered from 1.5 to 1.3 seconds, and the duration of her Blizzard lowered from 5 to 4.25 seconds. Unlike Brigitte's Shield Bash change, these two changes are pretty big, and though I always welcome harsher nerfs to Mei, the changes are still welcome. The reduction of her freeze duration from 1.5 to 1.3 seconds is an excellent change, especially for tanks and other heroes with damage blocking or escape abilities. With the previous duration, it wasn't too hard to freeze an enemy hero and follow it up with a double icicle headshot that would take down any squishies and chunk down tanks by a sizable amount of damage. But now the freeze duration falls slightly short of the time it takes to fire 2 icicles, allowing the thawed out target a certain amount of time to either block the follow-up damage or escape. Additionally, her Blizzard's duration has been lowered from 5 to 4.25 seconds, which is nice, I guess. I would have liked to see it lowered down even more to 4 seconds, but I guess I'll take it. Moving on, McCree's Flashbang stun duration has been lowered from 0.85 to 0.7 seconds. This puts him in a similar situation that Mei is in right now, in that a flashbang into double headshot is much harder if not impossible to pull off. If you have good aim against heroes that are trying to move out of the way after the stun, then it's still not too difficult to get the second headshot in. But against heroes with damage blocking or escape abilities, it's going to be much more of a challenge. And you might be thinking, but Jaeyoung, I prefer to fan the hammer after my flashbangs. Well, I've got bad news for you too. Reinhardt's Earth Shatter has its knockdown duration lowered from 3 to 2.5 seconds. And depending on how you use your shatters as Rein, this change can vary from a mild annoyance to very annoying. Medium to long range shatters are obviously going to be much more difficult to follow up on, though close range ones shouldn't be affected too much. Target prioritization is going to matter a little bit more because it's now an extra half a second for a support hero to get up and possibly save their team. Roadhog's Whole Hog knockback has been increased by 20%. This change obviously reduces the potential damage output of the ability due to how more easily enemy heroes can ride the increased knockback out of danger. It kind of makes the ability more tank-centric, if that makes sense, in that it focuses on area denial through target displacement, but it really shouldn't matter too much. Sigma is the last hero to receive a change this mode, and his Accretion's knockback duration is now a fixed 0.8 seconds instead of scaling with distance, and its cost time reduced from 0.75 to 0.65 seconds. I'm actually surprised many players didn't notice, but Accretion does indeed scale with distance from 0.75 seconds up to 3 seconds. Now, I don't really like this change because, sure, 3 seconds might be a hell of a stun, but it's also a pretty hard skill shot to land over a distance long enough to achieve the maximum duration of the stun, let alone follow up on it. It's more that the medium range stuns that were around 1 to 2 seconds are now gone in favor of a fixed 0.8 seconds. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching, and the reason I haven't been covering patches as frequently as I used to is because over the past few months, Blizzard has kinda shifted their patch schedules to different days as opposed to a regular set day of the week. Plus, sometimes there are additional or different PTR changes that are pushed to live that weren't present when I initially prepared the video, so it kind of makes my videos have multiple errors. I am, however, considering covering experimental modes and PTR patches as they hit the PTR from now on, as opposed to waiting for them to hit the live servers. There will definitely be a dip in quality in the videos from my usual standard in order to push them out faster though. but that's on me to decide. So thanks everyone for watching, and I hope everyone is keeping safe and sound at home in these uncertain times. Maintain your distance from others, and don't forget to wash your hands. Take care, everyone.